Za'ji knew his gut was right. Only a truly great warrior could tame a dragon. Do you suppose the creature will let us ride it? Hmm? No. Best not to ask. This one would not want to be rude. Really? Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the daring Za'ji by their side? The offer is tempting. Whoever defeats these dragons will have their names sung by moon singers for generations. Za'ji is not one to hesitate, Walker. Not when a stranger asks him to sail to a dragon's island, and certainly not when that same stranger offers glory and fame. The crew of the Perfect Pounce will join your Dragonguard. Ah, yes. Za'ji will speak to the crew. However, there are 2 crew members you may wish to speak with personally. Dirge Traktor, the Imperial with a weasel face, and the beautiful Chisbari. Their particular talents may prove interesting. The Dragonguard! Who's a good-for-nothing lout now, mother? But you must be busy with the dragon, no? Za'ji will speak to the crew on your behalf if you do not have the time to spare. Leave it to Za'ji. Dirge Traktor has more book smarts than the rest of my crew combined. Now that's not saying much, since most of my crew can't read. The Dragonguard wrote many things, yes? Perhaps he can help you read them. Well, Dirge has an awful lot of contacts. He always helps us figure out who we can trust and how to avoid those who mean us harm. Maybe he can help keep track of our enemies in some fashion. Ah, she's Barry the Chipper, as she is known. You'll see why as soon as you hear her lovely voice. Aside from Casca, there's no one more dependable aboard the Pounce. Give her a task, and she'll get it done, yes? Za'ji has not a single doubt, not a one. We may be just smugglers to you and the Bearded One, but our hearts sing for adventure. They will all take up the call, this one is sure. Life on the seas is not easy, Walker. You must be able to adapt at a moment's notice if you wish to survive its many dangers. Storms, attacking ships, sea serpents. The Pounce's crew will learn to navigate the dangers of dragons just as readily. Of course, Za'ji is their captain after all. This one is confident that his crew will become the greatest Dragonguard to ever walk the sands of Elsweyr. It's just a matter of time.
I can't believe we're in a Dragonguard sanctuary. My father would tell me stories about the Order when I was little. Protectors of the Emperor, slayers of dragons, daring adventures. It was all quite exciting. You want me to join your Order? I mean, that isn't to say I don't want to. Of course I do. I want to protect my home before the dragons destroy it. I didn't expect you to ask me to stay. We only face the darkness of fear so that we may find the light of courage. That's something my mother always told me. An old Redguard proverb, she said. I'll join your Dragonguard and protect my home. You have my word. I have to admit, our Dragonguard does seem a little motley at the moment. Perhaps uniforms would help? I spent my childhood in Cyrodiil. My father was a commander under Emperor Leovic, and my mother was a Redguard ambassador. Her name was Sadala. I had a tough time fitting in with my peers. They were always questioning who I was. Was I Imperial? Was I a Redguard? They wanted to put me in a neat little box, but I didn't quite fit. Anyway, my father joined the Colovian Revolt and was given the rank of General by Emperor Varen. Father received orders to come to Senchal and help with the restoration. He didn't plan to take me along as I was only 13 at the time. Then my mother died, and everything changed. Exactly, and a new city helped take my mind off of other things. I felt so welcomed in Senchal. The Khajiit never questioned who I was or where I came from. To them, I was simply Aeliah. That was all that mattered.
Our mysterious crew has departed. Those left alive to depart, that is. They were dragon cultists, yes? It would certainly explain their choice of garb. This Latvalan must have an affinity for black. Very well. I will join your order. Why would I hesitate? These dragons killed many of my people, and I cannot fight them alone. So I will help you hunt down the beasts. A simple decision, yes? The Dragonguard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. The Dragonguard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. I would rather die on the sands of Palatine than hide away on foreign soil. This is a chance to make my stand. I will take it. Besides, if I thought your cause was impossible, I would have said no.
Yeah. Can you see I'm reading? Trying to read. What letter does that look like to you? Oh. Thought it might have been some sort of code. Well, guess I'm free now. What do you want? Captain says a lot of things. Like more riches than we can count, and easy as a spring breeze. Now here we are, hunting dragons like they're some kind of sky whales. Well, you are anyway. I got books to research. Who'd have thought reading could be so handy? Anything, Dragonguard. Books on killing dragons without getting eaten, I hope. When I scare up some leads, I could use your help retrieving them. I hear anything about those new moon fanatics while I'm at it, I'll let you know.
What do you want? Not surprising. I am the only one who can keep a ledger around here. You hunt dragons. I figure out where the dragons are, and what to do with any parts you bring back, yes? It's the most obvious way to help.
The Dragonguard and I have agreed to an alliance. To defeat Latvulan, we have joined forces. Neither of us much likes the idea, but allowances must be made.
Nahfalaar and I have come to an agreement. We'll work together to defeat Latvulan, but only that. After our battle is won, Nahfalaar will peacefully depart from these lands. Now, what did Za'ji say to my proposal? Excellent. I'll meet with him and his crew to discuss the particulars. For aiding me in the establishment of our new Dragonguard, accept this reward. Oh, and talk to Nahfalaar when you have a moment. He requested your help with a small matter.
You are wise to ally yourselves with me. Latvulan will not stop until Tamriel is destroyed. He has raised an army and forced my brothers to join his crusade. Those who refuse, die. He must be stopped, for the good of my kind, as well as for yours. A dragon's words have power few mortals understand. When we swear an oath, we are bound by it. That is our way. The dragon Yahgrondu vowed to aid me in a time of need. We must seek him out and remind him of his oath. I do, but I do not know where he hides. I leave that task to you, as the Dragonguard of old were known to be accomplished trackers. Seek the aid of a companion who knows this land well, and let them guide you. Now go, hunter. Find Yahgrondu. Finding Yahgrondu requires a test of skill, rather than mere bravery. I am curious to see how you and your companions fare. Yahgrondu ran afoul of a powerful dragon hunter in a time before the Dragonguard. I found him, injured and cornered, and offered my aid. For a price. Knowing that his life was forfeit, he begrudgingly agreed. My kind call it a soul smear, a blood allegiance. It is an unbreakable bond, stronger than any vow uttered by a mortal. Yahgrondu is bound to pay his debt by a magic older than any you know. If you find him, he will join our cause.
We're part of the Dragonguard, Aeliah. It's not stealing.
I think we should ask before putting them on.
But it looks so good on you. Look what we found, Walker. Za'ji has to say, the Dragonguard certainly has style, though this one did decide to make a few alterations. Now, what's our next move? What does our dragon friend have up his scaly sleeve? A missing dragon, huh? Then you'll want to head to Khenarthi's Breath Temple. The priests there can find all sorts of things, if your cause is just. I'm certain they wouldn't mind helping the noble Dragonguard defeat a great evil. South of Black Heights, Za'ji's childhood village. Just follow the ringing of the bells, yes? You can't miss it. Za'ji will meet you there? Yes, of course. This one is your resident expert, after all. He just did not realize that his first Dragonguard mission would take him back to Black Heights. He hasn't visited since... well, he has never visited. Khenarthi is the goddess of the winds. She guides the Khajiit, ensuring our ships reach safe harbor and our souls find the sands behind the stars. With Khenarthi's power, the priests can guide us to what we seek. Something to do with the bells, Za'ji thinks. He has never seen the ritual, of course. It is only performed in times of dire need, such as when a group of brave Dragonguard must find a dragon, yes? The only thing remarkable about Black Heights is just how unremarkable it is. Nothing ever happens there. The villagers paint the wall of life. The priests pray to Khenarthi for guidance. It's all very, very dull. A big mural. The villagers each add to it before they die, preserving their stories for generations to come. Za'ji remembers staring at it when he was a Khajiit. The stories of this one's ancestors made Za'ji think... That's it. Merchants, weavers, fishers, and farmers. There were now stories of heroes, no glorious tales of adventure. All Za'ji saw in that mural was a life too dull to contemplate. And so, this one ran away and never looked back. It's settled. To Black Heights.
And I'm coming with you.
What? You don't trust Za'ji to handle this?
Not in the slightest.
This one has much to do. If you have business, speak to Captain Za'ji.
Did you hear? Za'ji managed to steal the perfect bounce back.
What am I going to tell my uncle? His moon sugar, his guard, even my cat. All lost.
Here we are! Khenarthi's Breath Temple, home to sweet winds and pleasant chimes.
Za'ji, I don't like your tone. Is there something you're not telling us?
Well, this one may not have left home on the best of terms.
Oh, I'm sorry, Za'ji. I didn't mean to pry. Do you want to wait outside?
Lovely, Aeliah. Your words are as a soothing balm. With you by Za'ji's side, he can do anything. Let's venture forth.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Mother, it's been so long.
Out! Out of this temple! You disrespect Khenarthi with your very presence.
Please, this is important. We're trying to save all of Elsweyr.
Then this one will speak with your companions. As for you, out!
Za'ji will, wait outside.
Za'ji claims you seek to save Elsweyr, yes? Tadali doesn't believe anything that comes out of that insolent cob's mouth, but you should not be judged for his failings. Why have you come here? A noble quest. Unfortunately, this temple will be of little help. We lost one of our sacred temple bells many years ago. We have not been able to call upon Khenarthi's guidance ever since. Tadali's Khajiit of his son stole it. That is why Za'ji is no longer welcome in this temple. Still, Khenarthi shows grace in all things, even betrayal. If you find the bell and return it, this one will search for your dragon. Once you return the bell, Tadali will call the winds of Khenarthi to lead you to what you seek. Should all go well, they will take you to this dragon. This is a place of worship, dedicated to Khenarthi, goddess of the winds. She fills Khajiit sails and guides our ships to safe harbor. She carries the souls of the departed to the sands behind the stars and leads our heroes to glory. We pray to Khenarthi to share her knowledge, for all of Tamriel feels the caress of her winds. We train to hear her words in the ringing of our sacred bells. Through them, we can find that which is lost. So you must get Za'ji to return the bell. Why Za'ji would perform such sacrilege is beyond this one's wisdom. It wasn't that Tadali was surprised he left. Anyone could see his paws itched for travel. But to steal from our holy temple? Tadali did not become Clan Mother of Blackheath for holding a grudge. Anyone who seeks to help Elsweyr against these terrible dragons deserves our aid, even if it means dealing with Tadali's traitorous son.
You would think a life devoted to the divines would make Mother a bit more forgiving. Well, what did she say? Za'ji had trouble hearing your conversation from the other side of the gate. Stole? That is not the exact word Za'ji would use. Regardless, returning it would be tricky. To purchase the perfect pounce, Za'ji sold the bell to the skooma lord, Bahzahar the Bull. Said trade involved certain promises. Za'ji happened to mention that the bell could be used to find things, which is entirely true. Of course, this one had no idea how to use the bell in that way. Bahzahar was not pleased when he learned this. Murderously so. Za'ji has made a point to keep track of Bahzahar's movements to avoid a confrontation. For example, he currently hides out in Moonlit Cove. If we want the bell, we'll have to sneak in and steal it back. Moonlit Cove is just south of here, right on the coast. A beautiful place to visit, if you ignore the skooma dealers and pirates skulking about. The cove's waters are filled with moonlight. Many go to drink from its waters, for its holy properties, you understand. At least they used to. Now a skooma lord has taken over, laying claim to the sacred water and attacking anyone who enters. Ugh. Bahzahar has some harebrained scheme. Probably thinks the moonlit water can be used to make more potent moon sugar, which in turn could make more potent skooma. But what does Za'ji know about skooma? Less than you might think, yes. No idea. Za'ji knows he's there, somewhere, but Za'ji has never gone in for a closer look. We'll just have to do what Za'ji does best. Improvise! In Za'ji's defense, he stole a lot of things that night. Besides, how was he supposed to know the bell was so important? The temple has so many, he just thought Mother would replace it. So Mother claims, but how special can one tiny bell be? Za'ji thinks she just wants to punish him, make him run all over Southern Elsweyr to prove how sorry he is. And he will, for the Dragonguard. But that doesn't mean he will like it.
What am I going to tell my uncle? His moon sugar, his guard, even my cat. All lost.
Come! Za'ji used to explore this place as a cub. He'll sniff out where Bahzahar is hiding.
Better than reading.
stench. This must be where Bahzahar's hiding. Come, Walker. Let's talk. Bahzahar's stench is unmistakable. He's locked himself in this chamber. Probably has his loot nearby, too. Hopefully, that includes the bell. We just have to figure out how to get inside. When Za'ji lived here, he used this cove to get away from Mother's constant nagging. It was also a good spot to bring the lovely sweetmeats, yes? Back in the day, Za'ji even snagged the key to the back chambers from a sleeping moon priest. It wasn't his hideout then, but yes. Well, no. Za'ji knows where he left it, though. Come, Walker. Za'ji has a lockbox hidden nearby. That ladder, it should be here somewhere. See that alcove up ahead? It was Za'ji's secret spot when the cove contained less Bahzahar. That's where you'll find the key. The ladder this one used is missing. Oh, if only we had... Wait! Za'ji has something that will help! This grappling bow. Za'ji found it in the Sanctum before we left for Black Heights. He thought it might come in handy. Looks simple enough to use. Just aim and pull the trigger. Like a crossbow, yes? Then the rope propels you upward. More tips, more tips. There is a grapple point on the edge of some nearby scaffolding. Aim for that and let the bow do all the work. Remember, look for a lockbox. That's where young Za'ji stored his most precious items. Well, before he acquired the perfect palms. Za'ji will keep watch from down here. We only have one grappling bow, yes? Za'ji grew bored spending all his time in the temple. All the praying and cleaning and chanting. So, Za'ji would come here, He hid away high in an alcove so the Moon Priest wouldn't find him, and stole a key so he could explore the back rooms. Oh, yes! She screeched and scowled at Za'ji's blasphemous disregard of his chores every time he returned home. Eventually, Mother realized the less we saw one another, the better it was for both of us. Za'ji left to pursue a life of adventure. The open seas offer far more than a small town such as Black Heights. But this one will admit that his strained relationship with his mother made for a painless parting. Stay upwind of Bahzahar. His rotten breath has been known to clear barnacles off a ship's hull. That's him! Bahzahar the Bull! Go get him, Walker!
Stop! It's gonna be fun! That's my thing! Defend me!
That's it, Five Claw! Show them what for! Look at that! Old Rotmel actually kept the bell.
better than reading.
Yes, are we going to race?
What am I going to tell my uncle? His moon sugar, his guard, my cat. All lost.
Good eye.
Should
I
Za'ji
didn't
go
even
in?
see that
Well,
runestone
of course
at
he
first.
should go in. Za'ji found the bell, didn't he? We found the bell, Mother. At great risk to life and limb, we heroically fought our way.
Stop bragging and have your friend place the bell on its hook. Tadali wants to look at it. No. This won't do. The bell is tarnished. It can't perform the ritual like this. Tadali was worried about this. Our sacred bells must be cleansed every moon cycle. But the one you returned has been away for many years. We need to perform a purification ritual. If you're willing to lend your aid, this one can walk you through the cleansing ritual process. But you must be quiet and listen to her instructions very carefully. First, we must listen for Khenarthi's breath. Not just the wind, mind you, but her holy exhalations.
And how long will that take?
As long as it needs to. Sacred rituals should not be rushed.
We're trying to save Elsweyr, Mother. There must be a faster way.
Fine. If you think you can cleanse the bell faster, go ahead. But don't expect this one to help you.
Za'ji will own up to that one. He messed up. Mother never did like it when I interrupted her. This one doubts she will be eager to help us now. We'll do what Za'ji does best. We'll improvise. The bells are all about ringing, yes? Perhaps if we get them started, they'll figure themselves out. Or something like that. Look, this one spent a great deal of his childhood annoying Mother. It takes a long time for her to calm down once she gets in one of her moods. So, in the meantime, why not try Za'ji's way? Alright. Za'ji has seen Mother ring the bells 1,000 times. Just press here. Huh. Za'ji didn't expect that. Wait! The big bells in this courtyard have the same colored lanterns. Did you see that? Whenever the bells chimed a certain way, a lantern would glow. Now that this one thinks about it, aren't those lanterns on the larger bells as well? Perhaps there's... Of course! Watch the master at work. One more time. The bell still seems a bit tarnished to me. You almost had it? Maybe? That didn't sound quite right. Did you see that? Whenever the bells chimed a certain way, a lantern would glow. Now that this one thinks about it, aren't those lanterns on the larger bells as well? Perhaps there's a connection. Of course! Watch the master at work. Try again! Za'ji knows you can do it. We did it! We cleansed the bell!
Yes, you did a beautiful job. Come, Walker. Speak to Tadali.
Walker? Oh, she means you, my friend.
Za'ji's rudeness aside, you cleanse the bell. Tadali will now perform the ritual and find the dragon Yahgrondu as promised. And then you and your companions will leave this temple. Yes? Now, Khenarthi only shares what her winds can find. Sights, smells, perhaps even a vague direction if we're lucky. It is up to you to discern a more exact location. Through the sweet winds of Khenarthi and the ringing of the bells, tell us where Yahgrondu dwells. The winds journey south, sweeping cliffs of lime, and sink deep in a cave that smells of brine. They brush past the dragon's might to dissolve within a terrible light.
Time grows short, Hunter. What have you learned? Latvulan's followers swarm the skies. The longer I remain, the greater chance I will be discovered. Tell me, have you found Yahgrondu? A large limestone quarry lies to the south. Latvulan and his followers have seized it, though I do not know why. Strange that Yahgrondu should be there now. Unlikely. Yahgrondu is still bound to me by his oath. He would not join with my greatest enemy. Head to the limestone quarry and search for this mine. I will meet you there. If you encounter Latvulan, do not attempt to fight him. Our alliance ends the moment you die.
Za'ji, let Sai Sahan know where we're going. We might need his help.
Of course! This one will heroically play messenger. Za'ji does not often say this, but be careful. Yes, the situation does not sound so good.
We should go to this mine and find Yahgrondu. It should be just south of here along the coast. I'll meet you there.
What am I going to tell my uncle? His moon sugar, his guard, my cat. All lost.
I haven't seen Nahfalaar, but I don't think he can approach this quarry. The cultists would spot him before he got close. We might be on our own for this one. No sign of the dragons, but there are plenty of cultists. They're mining and keeping watch. This doesn't make any sense. What would a dragon cult want with limestone? The mine's entrance should be west of here. You take the lead.
Bet they weren't expecting that. Expecting that.
Anyone else?
Nahfalaar. And the other dragon, is that Yahgrondu? Green stone they're mining. I've never seen anything like it.
You asked for this, Yahgrondu.
I've been waiting to try this spell out. Whew, that was fun. I hope I helped.
Intruders, worthless pests. Deal with them.
With pleasure. Rise, Yahgrondu. Demonstrate your power.
He's turning Yahgrondu into some sort of monster. We have to stop him.
All of them will bow to my power. You will serve Latu. Any day.
Certainly didn't go as planned. Watch out!
Rest easy, Ma. Your battle is done. That is what happens to those who defy Latvulan. He kills them, then forces their corpse to do his bidding. Park Lok, what shameful arrogance. Waiting for Latvulan to leave. Had I faced him now, he would have overpowered me. Do not think me proud of such actions, Hunter. Latvulan has somehow increased his power. We are not prepared to fight him just yet. To raise one of my kind takes great skill, and greater preparation. Rakajin used the green stone to amplify his necromantic abilities. That stone, it It must be why Latvulan's cult has claimed this mine. When Latvulan hears of your victory, he will return to secure this mine. We must return to the Sanctum before that happens. After that, we can decide our next course of action. Latvulan underestimated you, Hunter. He shall not do so again.
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
Have you heard the rumors? Sai Sahan, sailing with a crew of smugglers.
Did you hear? Za'ji managed to steal the perfect bounce back. And he'll manage to lose it again within a week, this one bets.
There's nothing you could have done.
I know. I just wish we'd gotten there sooner.
You did well today. Yahgrondu may not have joined us, but neither will his corpse become a tool of Latvulan. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Did you discover anything else? army of dragons with the means to amplify their power? That doesn't bode well. I do not like that we're going into this fight blind. There's too much we don't know about Nahfalaar and this cult of his. We need more information. I do. But first, I have something for you. I found it in the Sanctum's treasury. But let's keep this between us. If a certain smuggling crew knew we had a treasury, they'd empty it faster than Za'ji can drain a bottle of plum brandy. If we can't outmatch our enemies, we must outwit them. I want you to infiltrate the cult. Learn where their base of operations is located, how large a force they command, and most importantly, what they plan to do next. Aeliah believes the cult is recruiting in Senchal. I want you to find a recruiter and join their ranks. As a member of the cult, you'll be privy to a great deal of information. But first, you'll want to speak with General Renmus. If there's cult activity in the city, Renmus should know something about it. I want you to see if he has any leads you can follow. Aeliah has agreed to get you into the palace. No need to schedule another appointment. When you've learned all you can about the dragon cult, return to the Sanctum and report your findings. A wise request. Our enemy is Nahfalaar, the dragon of great power and greater evil. He seeks to destroy Tamriel, but we do not know yet how he plans to do so. We do know that he leads a large cult and has several dragons working with him. They worship Nahfalaar and seek to help him destroy our ally, Nahfalaar. One of the cult's prominent members, the necromancer Rakajin, has demonstrated how they use a strange green stone to amplify magic. You saw its power, not I. Did it not allow the necromancer to raise Yahgrondu from the dead to attack you? Regardless, you must infiltrate the cult and learn more. Find out what they're up to, why they follow Nahfalaar. Training our new Dragonguard. The Pounce's crew may be the best smugglers in Elsweyr, but that doesn't make them dragon hunters. Luckily, I was able to outfit them with weapons and armor from the Sanctum stores. They don't have a choice. Their homeland has been invaded and they want to protect it. I'll do my best to help them, but there's only so much we can accomplish with the limited time we have. There's always hope, my friend. Even in the darkest night, a candle can shine. This is the time to stand against this rage of dragons. Victory isn't certain, but what in life ever is? We have to believe we have a chance, or all is lost. A wise request. Our enemy is Nahfalaar, the dragon of great power and great...